everyone. Welcome to another episode of Unscripted. Today, I am joined by Rakesh Gajwani. Rakesh, thanks for being on the show. How are you?
I'm good, Nathan. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit more, Marvell. Now, luckily, you're a customer. Thank you for being an awesome customer of ours. So tell us a little bit about your role at Marvell.
Marvell is a semiconductor firm based out of Santa Clara. I joined Marvell a handful of years ago as Director of Collaboration. But over time, my team has taken on additional responsibilities. And so we're now the IT Employee Experience team, and I'm the Director of Employee Experience.
So talk a little bit about that, because I know we've been on a couple of panels together. And the last time we were on a panel, you actually talked about your team. So what does your team do on a day-to-day basis? What's the edict, that kind of stuff?
So employee experience for Marvell is about making our people more efficient and bringing them moments of joy. For me, more personally, employee experience is about being proactive. We want to solve problems before they become a challenge for you. We want to find new tools and new capabilities for you before you realize you need them.
Awesome. That's great. Now, one of the things you talked about in great detail on the panel was really around events. And you've done something fairly unique. I don't think everyone has caught onto this yet, but I think it's great because as we've gone back to the office, or maybe we're not, maybe we're still remote, just depending on which industry you're in. But a lot of people are doing more production-like things, and you've built a team that does that. So it'd be good to understand what that journey was and what your team is doing for your employees.
Yes, so my team was the service owners for Zoom, and during the pandemic, we got looped into supporting events, meetings, and webinars. And over time, the events have grown. What we decided to do is to insource events into our team. We used to hire vendors to help us out, but we've built the capabilities in our team. So we are now adding operational improvements and experiential improvements to events. But the team's even grown beyond that, where we're building assets for the company like podcasts and videos.
So a lot of it's done in-house or in an office, right? So how do you feel about home studios? Because I've built my home studio. Well, to be fair, it used to be kind of like a storage area that became a home office during the pandemic. And now, because I'm recording so many videos, it became a studio. So the role of the home office has changed. Now, not everyone needs a home studio necessarily, but are you building those for your employees as well that are creating content?
Yeah, we are. So at Marvell, one of the biggest reasons I joined is we were switching to a permanent hybrid work style. And as a result of that, our executives and many leaders generate content or at least join meetings from homes. And we need to be able to support them at the same level that we support them in the office.
Sure.
So our team is building a handful of templates and sample setups, which people can choose to deploy in their homes. And the solutions will be end-to-end supported by IT. So it's an IT-approved setup. You find a match that meets your home requirements or space requirements, and we will support it from there on.
That's great, because I'll tell you, like, if we're technical, we can figure out the lighting and all that other stuff. And it's not trivial stuff, right? Sometimes it can be fairly complicated. Just the lighting alone is complicated. Forget about the audio and the cameras. So I would appreciate that. I mean, I would have appreciated someone to talk to, or at least learn how to do it properly, let alone an IT team that can actually help me through the production. So congrats on that. I think that's fantastic. There's no conversation today that's complete without AI, right? And I will tell you, I was a little, well, let's just say I was kind of sitting on the sidelines for a while on AI. And then I started using the tools. And some of these tools save you a lot of time. There's no doubt about it. But you have to be intentional about it. You have to think about it, because not all the AI tools are made the same. You have to ask the same questions like you did when we first thought about cloud, right? When we thought about, like, where's the data stored? What about data at rest? There's all these questions we need to think about. How's your team thinking about AI? Is it already in your workflow? Are you investigating? What stage are you at?
So we are definitely using AI capabilities given to us by our partners like Zoom and Microsoft. We're definitely using them. And there's other capabilities like AI from Logitech, like RightSide. We've always used that. So we use what is available to us, but we're also doing a lot of research into what else is available and what new capabilities are being developed. But we have to be very deliberate about that, as you said. We can't take any new tool off the shelf and apply it. We're a global enterprise. So we have to be very thoughtful about what is used in our company and how it's used. And so we're definitely helping with that. And we currently have a pipeline of a handful of tools we're testing for the company.
That's great. That's great. Good luck on that. What I've noticed is the bigger brands, the known brands, they're safer. They have much better open privacy practices, but you have to look at the privacy and you have to see who's auditing them, because anyone can have a great privacy policy that says we don't steal your data, we don't run a model against your data. But until someone audits them, I think that's our next big step, is governance in this entire space with AI, right? Now, what does the future look like for employee experience? You've already done a lot. I think you've actually transformed a lot of pieces within IT. So what's the future look like for you guys?
So we want to be more methodical as we go and find points of friction for our colleagues. We want to go dig and search for challenges that we need to overcome as a company. We want to be very focused and methodical on what the challenges are, how we feel like we're going to address them, and bringing attention to those issues. We're testing, I mentioned this, we're testing a lot of different softwares, but maybe we even need to make some process or procedural changes to marry those two together to make our engineers and our colleagues more efficient.
Sure. That's great. That's a lot. I mean, obviously there's a lot of new tools that are going to come out. We're going to all have to investigate together, but the future's bright, and there's a lot more we can do, obviously. Rakesh, thank you so much
absolutely.
for being on the show today. Really appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me, Nathan.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And that's it, folks. That's another episode of Unscripted. Catch you next time.